Hello friends! Today I am inspired to share a story about my Orion Mother, and I will provide you with an insight how it was to be raised in Orion constellation in 6th dimension. As I downloaded and received information through various sources, such as deep meditation, regression, my energy work, I remembered my life experience on Orion, and I also discovered each role of my 12 Orion guides, and of course one of them was my Orion Mother. My 12 Orion guides, including my Orion Mother, they reside in 6th dimension. Beings who reside in 6th dimension, they operate within different systems than we do on Earth, which means that also a mother role is different than it is on Earth. A mother role varies in different galactic races, but what so many people don't know is that a mother role is differently defined in various dimensions. In this photo where I displayed each of 12 Orions, there is also my mother. I placed her above me to show the significance of her presence in my life, but also to portray that she's in a way closest to me, and she's the one who served a role of emotional and vibrational support, not only in my Orion childhood, but throughout my Orion life experience. I was downloading every symbol that in a way each member of the 12 identified with. So I also download a symbol that my Orion Mother resonates with. A symbol of triangle within a triangle. This symbol means that I am hers, but that I did not come from her, which means she did not give birth to me. Orion Mother is also connected with 2 black dots under her eyes, but I'm preparing a video where I'm going to tell this story. What is interesting to know, in 6th dimension Orion, there is not only 2 genders. When we talk about energies and genders, of course an energy, a soul, does not have a gender, but it can very much identify with a female essence or a masculine essence or a neutral essence. So that is important to know when we talk about mother role, because my Orion Mother does not identify with female essence. She is very neutral in energy. Any soul can in a way overtake this mother role, which means that of course provides many souls to be vibrational leaders, to be guidance within the system for one Orion child. The mother of 6th dimension in a way acts as a leader. Raising a child in Orion is connected to vibrations. That is why sound equalizer is a perfect example of a mother role. Different vibrations create different perspectives of life experience, what on Earth we know as emotions. Orions themselves, they described in one of energy scans that I did for my client, they visually defined mother role similar to sound equalizer. With sound equalizer we can boost or diminish specific frequencies. In a way that is exactly Orion Mother role, because of course she's responsible for different frequencies, or what we know on Earth, different emotional states of her Orion child. As I was remembering my Orion life experience, of course the most relevant information for my life experience now and for my energy work was everything in connection to 12 members of the secret society that I founded in my life experience in Orion. But to understand the meaning and the importance of all those informations, of course I had to go even further, and I discovered and remembered information about my childhood in Orion. One of the most important informations in regards to my childhood was to understand a schooling system within the Orion system of 6th dimension. 6th dimension beings that reside in the 6th dimension, they are able to change and to move very quickly between different locations, between different frequencies, different dimensions, and also between different matrices, which of course makes it easier for me now when I do my energy work, that I truly sense my 12 Orion guides as if they are really here with me, because they have this ability. This information was important to give to you in order that you understand that this was the first lesson within the Orion schooling system, and we all had to learn that, how to change focus of our present moment, where our energy is, what we of course now know as astral traveling. So astral traveling is first lesson in the Orion schooling for every Orion child. And as I was remembering this information, I also understood why that was important. Of course, every Orion child, as we are raised within the system, we are very much taught about our soul journey. That is why astral travel is the first lesson, because no matter where we go, ability to astral travel gives us always this opportunity to come back home and to collect and collect this information, which is the reason why today in this life experience I am able to do exactly that. I'm able to go back to Orion in my deep meditations, in my deep energy work, and collect information that is of course helping me, but also helping others like yourself who is watching this video, in order to benefit from different understanding how higher frequency beings reside and how they act in different states of existence. The second lesson that I received, as I recall in my Orion childhood, was ability to identify with energies, which is something that I already talked about. And that we know on Earth as a psychic gift to identify with other energies, other frequencies, also known as clairsentience. Orion children were placed in this training, schooling system of identifying ourselves with different objects, with different energies and different frequencies. One of the most important informations that I, in a way, combined from this life experience and my Orion experience was when my father, who of course is very spiritual, and he in a way came from Orion before me to embrace my soul journey and to help me in my remembering. As he was very spiritual, when I was a child, he played these vibrational games with me. He would teach me to identify with a window frame, identify with water, what is the sensation, how do I feel as water, and he identified me with a tree. That information is very important for me because I discovered as I went back to my Orion childhood that is the way how we start our schooling system of clairsentience, because we do start by identifying ourselves with tree. And in a way, this practice and this vibrational exercise that was, as I was a child, that was so fun for me, that was a very profound moment for my early childhood, because my father unconsciously activated my Orion DNA, and of course he contributed to continue my childhood the same way how I was raised before. So this only shows you how soul contracts are so intertwined, even when we do not really consciously know it. When we act not knowing what we are doing, there is always a grand plan of what needs to happen for us. It is impossible to compare mother role on Earth with mother role in Orion and 6th dimension, which is the reason why I will do that by comparing Orion mother role with Pleiadians. For Orions, we are raised in a way that no matter who your family is, we do get assigned a mother role. We do get assigned the soul, who in a way also has a soul contract and soul mission to guide us, to guide this particular child that this soul, this energy chose. Of course, soul contract is agreed upon mutually for the highest good, for the good of the child, but also that in a way this mother energy fulfills her mission. Pleiadians in comparison to Orions are different, of course, because they are not raised by one or two energies, how we know them as parents on Earth. Pleiadians are raised within a system that takes responsibility for every Pleiadian child. That is why every Pleiadian soul that I meet has this very strong sense, if their soul fragment connected to Pleiadians is integrated, they feel this strong urge to be surrounded with lots of family members, or to be a part of system that provides them this support, which is why so many Pleiadian souls feel so lost in this system on Earth, because it is so different from Pleiades, where they were so connected to their system. So that is the main difference between Pleiadians and the way how Pleiadians are raised, and why Orion souls are raised this way. Important information to know for me was, how was it possible and why did I decide to come to Earth? Because I remember I wasn't volunteer. As my Orion mother guided me in my childhood, she was preparing me for everything that is going to come. She was preparing me for the whole life experience, and because she had certain knowledge, she had this soul mission to guide someone like me. We in a way vibrationally merged, and that is why even though she did not give birth to me, we very much merge as energies, which is also the reason why even now I feel her so strongly, because an essence of her is forever a part of me, no matter where I go, because that was the plan. And that information, as she was describing this to me, gave me this comfort, gave me this joy, and I was so excited to come to Earth, knowing what is awaiting, knowing what is to come. And a beautiful aspect, I asked my Orion mother, how was it possible that I decided to come to Earth knowing that I'm going to live this soul mission if I didn't volunteer? And she explained to me that when we are in higher frequencies, we are braver than we are in third dimension. And in a way that made so much sense to me, because I understood this joy, I understood this acceptance and this love for Orion energies, for my Orion mother, as she was telling me, as she was preparing me for everything that is to come. That is also why I was raised in this very strong Orion energy, who was able, in preparation for this dark period of Orion, in preparation for Orion War that in a way influenced so many galactic races. That is why I had the strength to do the forbidden thing, to collect different members, 12 members, and to invite them in this society, to keep working, to keep evolving, to keep in a way investigating and spreading our knowledge between us. My 12 members of this society, they are not only important for my life experience in Orion, where we in a way acted as a support system, where we hid our knowledge in this secret society, because our childhood was so peaceful. Our childhood was very much identified with joy, with love, with understanding, and that is why I was able to in a way act the way I did, because I was so ready for what is to come. What I recall from my Orion childhood is that we talked openly about soul contracts and our soul journey. Of course, we were very much aware as Orion children of everything that we are being prepared for, and we understood the importance of everybody surrounding us in this system and guiding us with different knowledge that of course is given to us by older Orions. I remember my childhood, but I also remember other parts, and it is interesting that the first aspect of my Orion life, because that was the most important part of my life experience in Orion, is me founding this secret society of 12. I already talked about this secret society. The secret society consists of 12 members that are now known as my 12 Orion guides, and the first soul that I felt so strongly when I was recalling this 12 society that I founded was my Orion Mother. And as I investigated and as I received more information, I understood that my Orion Mother was in a way assigned to my soul, in a way that she truly spends time guiding me with her knowledge, preparing me for my soul mission, but not only my soul mission, also for my soul journey that is to come after we together in a way fulfill my soul mission in my Orion life experience. That is the reason why she was also part of the 12 society, because she was very much aware of everything that I will achieve in my life experience in Orion. She was aware of my path. In Orion childhood, we are also guided to understand the never-ending process of life. And we are guided to think about different states, how we experience life. And that is why Orions are not afraid of that. And that is why when I was a child, I wasn't really terrified like some people are in this experience, because I knew that process of life is a journey, it never stops. And when you raise energies with that knowledge, they grow up to be this very strong, very stable, very calm energies. And if those kind of energies, if those kind of souls who are raised for greatness, if they have a goal for the highest good of all, they can achieve great things. And I am grateful that I have this ability to share this story about my Orion Mother, because nobody talks about mother role in galactic races. So I am pleased to share my experience, and I do hope that you enjoyed listening. Until we meet again, Namaste.